Few people know one of the most intriguing mysteries of the Bible, the supernatural dispute over the body of Moses. Throughout biblical narrative, Moses is one of the most important figures. He was the leader chosen by God to free the Israelites from Egyptian slavery, lead them through the desert, receive the 10 Commandments, and establish the foundations of the Jewish faith. However, there is a peculiar detail about his death that many are unaware of. Unlike other biblical characters, Moses died and was buried in a secret location by God's command. The Bible states in Deuteronomy 34:5-6, "So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, opposite Beth Peor. But no one knows his burial place to this day. But why would God hide his tomb?" This mystery deepens when, in the New Testament, the book of Jude mentions a spiritual conflict that almost no one knows about, the Archangel Michael and Satan disputing over the body of Moses. What could be behind this celestial battle? Jude 1:9 says, "But Michael the Archangel, when he disputed with the devil and argued about the body of Moses, did not dare pronounce against him a railing judgment, but said, 'The Lord rebuke you.'" This small passage raises numerous questions. What did this dispute mean? Why did Satan want the body of Moses? And why did Michael have to intervene? Some theological theories suggest that Satan might have wanted Moses' body to turn it into an object of idolatry. Moses was a highly revered leader among the people of Israel. If his body had been found, it is possible that the Israelites would have built a cult around him, diverting from the worship of God. Throughout history, sacred objects and relics have played a powerful role in popular beliefs. The body of Moses could have become a venerated icon, leading people away from true faith. Another possibility is that Satan wanted to corrupt Moses' body in some way. The Bible mentions cases where the bodies of prophets were touched by the supernatural, such as the episode where Elisha's bones brought a man back to life, 2 Kings 13:21. If there was any special power or purpose for Moses' body, Satan might have wanted to interfere with that plan. Furthermore, some interpretations suggest that this celestial dispute could be linked to Moses' resurrection. In the Gospel of Matthew, during the Transfiguration, Matthew 17:1-3, Moses appears alongside Elijah speaking with Jesus. This raises the question, was Moses resurrected by God? If so, Satan might have been trying to prevent this resurrection. The fact that Michael was the one sent to confront Satan is also not a random detail. The Archangel Michael is described in the Bible as the great celestial warrior, the protector of God's people, and the leader of the angelic hosts. In Daniel 10:13, he is depicted fighting against spiritual forces of evil, and in Revelation 12:7-9, he is the one who expels Satan and his angels from heaven. His appearance in this episode indicates that this dispute over Moses' body was of extreme spiritual importance. The mere fact that Michael had to intervene shows that the conflict was not just symbolic, but a real battle between the spiritual forces of good and evil. But what does all this mean for us today? This episode reveals that spiritual battles are happening beyond what we can perceive. The Bible teaches us that the devil always tries to distort and corrupt God's purposes. If Satan tried to use Moses' body for his own plans, what else might he attempt to manipulate in the spiritual world? We also learn that God protects what belongs to him. If he assigned Michael to prevent Satan from accessing Moses' body, it shows us that God has absolute control over all things and that his purposes cannot be thwarted. This account also reminds us that despite the enemy's attempts, the final victory always belongs to God. The dispute over Moses' body remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in Scripture. What exactly did Satan want to do with Moses' body? Could this story have even deeper implications that we have yet to understand? Regardless of the answers, this passage teaches us that the spiritual world is real and that invisible battles are happening all the time. And you, what do you think about this story? Do you believe that Satan wanted Moses' body to create a cult? Or is there something even deeper hidden between the lines of this biblical account? Leave your comment and share this video with those who need to know this hidden secret of the Bible. Beyond these interpretations, There are additional theories suggesting that Moses' body could have a significant role in God's divine plan for the future. Some scholars believe that Moses could be one of the two witnesses mentioned in the book of Revelation 11:3-12, described as prophets who perform great signs before the end times. If Moses were one of these figures, it could explain the importance of his body and why this spiritual battle between Michael and Satan occurred. This mystery connects to various prophecies and opens up a range of possibilities for the study of biblical eschatology. Another relevant point is the issue of immortality and the transformation of the human body in resurrection. The Bible teaches that there will come a time when the dead will rise with glorified bodies, 1 Corinthians 15:52-53. If Moses played a special role in God's plan, his body could be directly linked to this future promise. This makes the event of the dispute over Moses' body not just a curious detail, but an important piece in the puzzle of redemption. Therefore, the story of Moses' body reminds us that there are many things we do not yet fully understand in God's plan. Every detail in Scripture has a deeper meaning and may be connected to future events that are yet to be revealed. This account leads us to reflect on God's power, the reality of the spiritual world, and the importance of keeping our faith strong, for battles are being fought around us that we do not even imagine. If this dispute occurred in the past over a single man, how many other battles are happening daily for us? This gives us an even broader perspective on the greatness of God's plan and the ongoing struggle between good and evil.